back here Saturday, and I think it was on, what was it? I want to say Thursday, maybe Wednesday of this week. We found out that none other than the man right here, the one and only, Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, is returning to play Wolverine. He's going to be in Deadpool 3 with Ryan Reynolds, and I am excited. I love Hugh Jackman, even outside of playing Wolverine. The first X-Men movie, over 22 years ago, was the first movie that Hugh Jackman did here in the U.S., and immediately he became a standout, a breakout actor because of this character. I think at this point he's played a character longer than any actor played any character in Hollywood. He almost feels like Sean Connery now, coming back. You know, Sean Connery played James Bond, then he went away, then he returned again. This kind of feels like that, like Hugh Jackman's the Sean Connery of comic book movies. I'm excited. I know, what else? I know some people are not too happy with Logan, the last Hugh Jackman movie, Logan. Spoiler alert, the movie came out over 5 years ago. Wolverine died in that movie. I mean, perfect way to kill his character. But I'll admit something to you. I'm not a... I like Wolverine. I mean, I like the movie Logan. But it's not people consider it one of the best comic book movies ever made. I don't have that same sentiment. I think it's a good movie. But, you know what? This is how I look at it. We've already introduced the multiverse in Doctor Strange 2. We've already seen Professor X return, Dr. Stewart. We've seen Evan Peters return as Quicksilver. Obviously, Ryan Reynolds is going to be joining the MCU, the same Deadpool. There was it's not surprising to a degree. Also, and the rumors are true about Disney not being able to use any Fox characters that have already been established in the 20th Century Fox universe until after 2025, then this makes sense to bring in Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine, which means we won't see a new Wolverine showing up in the Deadpool 3. And who knows, we might see Hugh Jackman show up in Secret Wars. And they'll be shooting around the same time. So, you never know. Even if it's just one scene, I would love to see him, Tobey Maguire, Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth as, Captain America, Thor, and Mark Ruffalo as Hulk, all in one scene together. That would be mind-blowing. I mean, and guess what? I will say this, and this is 100% true. Hugh Jackman has said before, he would only return as Wolverine if he was able to be in a Avengers movie. So, like I said, they're going to start shooting Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars by next year, at least by the middle of next year, if not earlier. They're going to be shooting Deadpool 3 by the end of this year, going into next year. You never know. But yeah, I'm excited. I have loved Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. I think in each movie he keeps showing a different layer to the character, different range. And I'm curious what they do. Plus, Hugh Jackman has already worked with the director, Sean Levy, on that boxing robot movie, Real Steel, back in 2011. Funny enough, here's a little Easter egg for you. The boy that played in that movie, playing Hugh Jackman's son, was also playing the young Thor in the first Thor movie. So, hey, that's a little bit of nice Easter egg trivia for you there. But so Hugh Jackman has already worked with Sean Levy on that, on Night at the Museum 3. And we see Ryan Reynolds now work with Sean Levy with Free Guy, The Atom Project. So, and like I said, as soon as they announced Sean Levy directing Deadpool 3 back in like April, that was the first thing on people's minds. Well, Sean Levy's worked with Hugh Jackman before. Could we see Hugh Jackman return as Wolverine? And guess what? Now we are. So I'm excited about this. It's going to be rated R, so we're going to see a lot of violence from Wolverine, like we saw in Logan. It's going to be a lot of swearing, a lot of this, a lot of that. We're going to get the Berserker Wolverine. So I'm excited. But let me know, are you excited? Are you happy to see Hugh Jackman back? Are you like, no, they should have kept him dead? I mean, it's Hugh Jackman. It's like, how do you say no? And Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds making up for that first Wolverine movie with Deadpool and Wolverine. So, don't call it a comeback. Or maybe we should. Anyway, it's like Michael Jordan coming back to basketball. Or Brett Favre coming back to play football. You can't say no. He's one of the best actors. He was born to play Wolverine. So why not?